me water, holy water, when this fire. Pour me water, holy water, make it quench this fire. Hey, I'm so sorry. I forget that you can see me before I even get started. Setting up Instagrammers. I gotta do Facebookers. Then we'll be ready. Yeah. It's time for Sunday check-in. That's what we're doing today. It's a Sunday check-in. So y'all listen to the music while I get it together. She didn't me like a Johnny just come on, get it, as long as you give me the body. Hey! Oh, that's Trina. Hey, Train! All right. I almost messed up. There we go. Yay! All right. Everybody's here. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I just want to kick it for me. Hey! Happy birthday, Trina! I got my drink too. Hey! Happy birthday! Trina, happy birthday! Okay. Gotta turn the music off. But I like, well, Sharine's here too. We can all celebrate Trina's birthday. Okay, because I will Afrobeat all day and all night. I will dance all day and all night. Y'all know me. We got a lot to talk about on today. We're talking about you're welcome, Trina. I'm sorry, Ty. We are all about our creativity today, perking up our little brain cells. We have to do is about creating your, kickstarting your creativity. Now, I got a whole little list of things that we're going to talk about today. I got my book. Y'all know we doing stuff when I got my book. Hey, Palo Santo Queen, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Come on, come on. Let us all be together. Excuse me, you all will be happy to know that I have the phone plugged in and I have the laptop plugged in. Everybody's plugged in. There will be no shutting down on today. I got the cards. I got my prayer book. I am ready to go. I got my drink. I'm ready to go. This is a good old Sunday. Let's see. Now, I done dropped the cards. Ooh, let's see what this is. So we got our card of the day, which is also appropriate. Is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Now YouTube is telling me that my connection is unstable. So if you are there, I'm so sorry. Hey, Chuck is with us at the YouTube. You know, he been MIA for the last couple of weeks, but we've been holding it down for you, sir. So let us all type in what we're drinking. I got a new drink for y'all. I went to Costco and found something called a hot toddy by Pipers. It's already made. All the alcohol is in there. All I had to do was open up the bottle and put it on some ice. It's called hot toddy. Now I want to be fancy. I got me a little cup. This is my Moscow Mule cup because that's my favorite drink. Put it in there. Go in there. Get it. Shake and stir. Oh, it's so good. Ooh. All right, let's see what we got going on. Oh, shit. Oh, maybe because I got whiskey and ginger ale. I might have to get that from you, sir. I might have to have that next week. Whiskey and ginger ale. Trina, what you drinking on your birthday? Everybody wish Trina a happy birthday. Let's send her some positive vibes. Palo Santo Queen, what you drinking on? What you got? Hey, Claude, Rashawn, what you got? I hope I said your name right. Water. Oh, yeah. You might need some water today now. Claude, what you drinking? What you drinking on? You know, we drinks on Sunday because we got to bring in the week right. So the cards jumped all ahead of things. So I said I wrote down my stuff because I'm always forgetting things. So the first thing I need to say is, hey, everybody, I am Mama Lewa. I am a spiritual worker, spiritual counselor, and a tarot reader. For those of you who do not know who I am, I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I'm here to share with you water. Oh, use a G in this beer. Rum and water. You know, you hardcore if all you need is some water to chase it down. You much respect, Claude, much respect. So today we're going to talk about, you know, I'm always talking about the same spiritual tools, and we're going to put them all together to work on getting through creative blockages. And creativity is for my artists who are in the audience, but it's also for us everyday regular folks. Why? I don't see nothing on Facebook. I don't see no peoples. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know how you can see what people saying on Facebook? I can't see that right now. So if you're on Facebook and you're listening to me, I'm sorry, I can't see any of your writings. They won't let me see it. But it says that I'm on, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So Facebook people, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see what y'all typing. So sorry. Anyway, so spiritual tools. We're going to be talking about prayer, meditation, spiritual breathing in order to get through blockages. And, you know, I am specifically talking to artists, but it doesn't only apply to artists. Creativity. Hey, boss lady with two Y's. How you doing? Creativity is something that we all use. So if you are a writer of anything, if you are trying to make new changes in your life and you're trying to think or come about a problem in a different way, that's creativity. If you are trying to figure out what your next step in life, anytime you're trying to make a plan, that's creativity. Creativity out of nothing. So creativity is something we all share, even if we are not artists. So I'm going to be talking about how we can push through these blockages sometimes that we may find, especially, you know, I'm older now and I've gone through several stages in life. And in between each stage, there was a point when I was like, this ain't working. What do I need to do next? And there's a few things that I do to help to push along those ideas that I'm sharing with you today. But before we do that, check that off because I did that on my list. I talked about what you're drinking. Hey, Art West Chicago in the house. Look, if you are in Chicago, please support Art West. They are a Black-owned, woman-owned West Side gallery who supports social justice and community development on the west side of Chicago. Her name is Alexi Young, and she is a hell of an artist, and you should check her out. Hey, honeycomb! I just did a whole spiel. All right, so we're going to go to the card of the week. And the card of the week is the Seven of Pentacles. It jumps right on out there, and it is right in alignment with, again, what we're talking about today. So the Seven of Pentacles is kind of a break. It's like when you've been putting in work and then you be like, man, this is taking a very long time and I'm tired and I feel like this isn't working and I'm discouraged and I don't know if I'm on the right path. I thought it would be easier than this. I thought it would be more productive than this. It's a lot of hard work for a little bit of payoff. So maybe I need to do something else. That's the energy around the Seven of Pentacles. And when the Seven of Pentacles shows up in our cards, it's telling us, hold on. It talks about perseverance within the hard times. It's saying, if you just keep moving, you're going to see the reward. You just in the dark part of the process where you can't figure out what the end is going to look like, what the end game is going to be. Maybe it is something a little bit different than what you thought it was when you started, but it's coming. Your reward is coming. So the Seven of Pentacles, number one, Pentacles talks about financial stability, but it also talks about stability within our lives, stability within our process. Pause. I just realized I need to stop fighting the newfound peace around me, which is gray as fuck. That's true. Come on now, Seven of Pentacles. That's what I'm talking about, the gray times. Because we celebrate the good times. We celebrate the, not the good times. We celebrate the finish line. Okay. So, when you watch a race, everybody is jumping up and down when they cross that finish line, right? Like, yeah, they did it. And whoever is first, that's who gets all the accolades. And then all people see is the finish line. But it takes a lot to get that damn finish line. You gotta get up early in the morning and lift weights and go exercise. You gotta eat right for months. You gotta drink your water, and ain't nobody putting the spotlight on that. And it is those times when the perseverance is most important, because the finish line is 2 seconds. But what gets you to the finish line is what takes all the energy, time, and faith, right? So we're talking about how to get to the finish line, right? So creativity. Chuck said he don't do any of that. Shut up. It's the work. We all do the work. So like graduation, before graduation is 4 years of hard ass work. Before promotion is all of the work that you did to get the promotion. Before you get the new job, it's all the stuff you did to get the skills and all that stuff. So we sometimes need a push in the mud of it, because that's what it feels like. It just feels like you stuck in some dull, gray, non-productive, slow-ass mud. You just like, I'm doing the same thing every day and I don't see any result, right? So I wanted to talk about, what do we do when we're in that space, okay? Now, the Seven of Pentacles is that card that says, number one, you keep doing the same thing you've been doing. Because it might be repetitive. It might feel like nothing is moving, but it is moving, right? You might not see any progress, but you got to know that the work that you're doing is building the foundation for what is going to blossom, just like out of the blue, boom, in the future, right? But if you stop, you won't get it. And that's what's so discouraging. It's a point of unknown. You don't know if you're doing it right. You don't know how close you are to the finish line, right? So I want to start us off. Wait, I need to drink my drink. Oh, it's so good. Hot toddy. You can drink it cold, which is what I'm doing. Sorry, Facebookers. I still can't see y'all. All right. So I got my prayer. I'm going from my meditation book, but this prayer, I was like, y'all, what prayer I'm gonna do? And they went straight to this page. And it's so perfect. My life is art. I don't know if that's really your name. Oh, my life is the art. You right in the right place. I can't read y'all names. I'm blind and old. Okay, here we go. Get ready for the prayer. And yes, I will type this out. It's very long. I'm going to type this out on my Mama Lewa Facebook page. So if you like this prayer and you want to get this prayer, I'm going to put it on that page. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, so that you understand why this I was going to call it a poem. This prayer is so perfect. And Bahati came in right when I was about to say this because she heard me say it earlier. Creativity is us pulling forth God's voice and making it concrete. God is telling us something that has not happened yet. He is giving us a gift to manifest something out of nothing. He is blessing us with a talent, with an idea. Oh, yeah, Facebook must be messing up. That's why I can't see nobody. So if you on Facebook, meet us on Instagram or YouTube. I'm gonna stop Facebook now because it's acting up. Hi, Facebookers. All right, so now we on YouTube and Instagram. Y'all exclusive now. Facebook did not act right. So we are creating something out of nothing. So God is giving us a gift, and we are manifesting that idea, that thought, that plan into reality, right? So this poem is about guidance within the dark times. All right, here we go. I consecrate myself to the work ahead. In the inner stillness of the bridge, new instruction and new vision about the work that lies ahead. I enter into the shrine of all giving love, where the turmoil and criticism of negative belief cannot enter. I listen. In the presence of the presence, the pool of universal knowledge opens and responds to my sincere request, my heart's desire for unselfed service. The divine plan and purpose is revealed effortlessly, naturally, and simply. The still small voice speaks within me, delineating the vision infinite for all mankind. I am rededicated, sanctified, and inspired by this holy communion with the all creative one. His love and wisdom are unfolding to me now, the work I am to do. I open my mind, my heart, and soul to thee, O God of my being. Loving thee, praising thee, glorifying thee, I find my way, my path, my work with natural certainty and satisfaction. All that is within me blesses, praises, and receives this opportunity for greater service. I put aside little self with its clamor and reasons and put on the greater self of the radiant Christ. There is no rigid, frigid self-denial. The all-giving one asks no sacrifice of me or anyone. Opening my heart and soul and mind to thee, O Father, Mother God, I find only the richness and fullness of life's eternal abundance. The Spirit glorifies and encompasses the work I am to do. God's work and God's workmen always succeed. Willingly, I take my steps under divine direction. What? Come on now. If that don't bless your steps, I don't know what will. That is what we call a prayer. What? That is all understanding and all connection. So I did the prayer. What I want to emphasize with that prayer, that prayer just did something to me, I swear. Because when we are creating, a lot of times what we forget in our prayers and our planning stages, when we are trying to figure out what is the next step, what is the next thing I'm bringing forth, we forget to open up the space for God to speak. Right? We forget to open up the space to the partnership of which we are really manifesting for. God is using us to bring forth a new picture, to bring forth a new plan, to bring forth a new class, whatever that thing is that you are creating, that you are bringing to the world. God is in that too. So start your creative process by connecting with the higher power. And however you do that, make sure that you're letting them know that you're setting your intentions, that is what you're doing. So Now we get into the process, because you know I'm all about how. You know, people be like, you need to connect. I see you later. And then you be sitting there like, well, okay, how do I do that? So here's how. All right, so the how. Ways to kickstart your creativity. So we need to reset the negative talk that's in our mind. Hey, Amma, we need to reset that thing that tells us we can't do it. We're not good enough. I don't know the answer. This ain't working. You got to reset that. That's first and foremost. And you have to then, meditation is visualization. Meditation is that deep breathing we do. Take a couple of breaths, inhaling, exhaling, just focusing on your breath. You can play a little music and do the breathing exercises. You can do visualization. Visualization is a beautiful way to kickstart your creativity. And you can visualize anything. It can be, let me visualize what it's going to look like when, you know, I hit the finish line, or when I have my brand new painting revealed, or when I have my new play opens up. What is that going to feel like? What is that going to do to my heart, my mind? How am I going to, you know, receive that? Those are the things that we are visualizing. Going out in nature sometimes helps us to reset. So if you get like a blockage, go take a walk in the park. Go sit by the river. Go sit by the lake. Go sit by a pond. Water flows. And so the way that it flows, it brings us information and it takes away things. So when we need information to come into our realm, go sit by some water and allow that information to come to you. All right. Now, the other thing that you can do, you want to start to allow a space for you to plan and to hear this voice of God within you, that small voice that is telling you, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. And I like to use visual things. My thing is journaling. I always have my journal, but everybody don't like journaling. So you can use the programs on your laptop and just type stuff out. You can write it out. You can do a collage. You can start to draw. Those are ways that just free. And when we do free writing or free drawing or things like that, there is no plan. So grammar out the window. It don't matter if you say it right. Excuse me, it don't matter the thing. And let spirit work through you and your emotion. And you will be surprised what comes out. Okay. Sometimes we have worried ourselves to death over this problem and we need a break. So take a break. Get your drink. Watch a TV show. Allow yourself 24 hours, 48, maybe this weekend. I'm not going to think about this problem at all. And I'm going to come fresh on Monday. Sometimes you have to do that for yourself. And then the other thing is complete projects. So, you know, we get stuck sometimes because we get overwhelmed and we have so many loose ends that we need to tie that we just say, fuck it, I'm not going to do none of it. I can't do none of it. In those moments, it helps to break the creative process into smaller pieces. So say, for instance, you are a choreographer. And you just can't figure out what this new dance is going to be. Hold on, Amma said, that's me this weekend. And this video is my jump start. Yeah. The thing about taking a break, you got to be careful with that take a break thing. You might take a break, but if you don't have a time limit on your break will be broke. You will be 3 months in that break. Like, oh shit, I still got to do blah, blah, blah. So put a time limit on your break. And when you get back to your jumpstart, take your pieces. So I was going to use choreography, but I'm going to use writing because that's something that I'm familiar with. I'm also familiar with choreography. I don't know why I didn't even do that, but I don't think that's going to hit like this. So anyway, I used to get overwhelmed when I was writing my thesis because it had to be at least 80 pages. Not like, how the hell I'm going to write 80 pages? And what helped me was to take those 80 pages and break them into themes, and then break the themes into parts. So instead of thinking, I got to write 80 pages, I would just say, let me just write a paragraph, right? So like with my exercise, it was overwhelming to me to say, oh, I'm going to exercise 4 times a week. I'm going to get an hour in. I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. Instead, I just said, on today, let me just focus on doing 10 minutes. And so if I do 10 minutes, at least I've done something other than not doing anything. So my 10 minutes would grow into 20 minutes and grow into 30 minutes. So I was more successful breaking it up into pieces. So when you're dealing with a creative block, just work with 10 minutes at a time. And sometimes you do that 10 minutes and then you take a break. And then maybe you are inspired now to do another 10 minutes. Or you get into the 10 minutes and it stretches. So that helps you to face your fears and face, hey, Butterine, what are you doing? Face those things that are, because a lot of times creative blocks are really fear. And the fear is fear of failure. If you're just doing a little piece of it, the fear of failure is not as big as if you try to tackle the whole thing. Like, I might not be able to, write a whole play, but I could write introduction because I got the introduction. Let me just do that part. Oh, okay, I wasn't that bad. Let me just 2 more pages. And it helps you to push through that gray area that Chuck was talking about, that gray area. All right, so I have given you my tips on ways to face these creative blocks. Now I'm going to give you a straight up activity. Okay. So we have magic jars. This is an old spice jar with a top. We're going to use this. You can use things like this to make kind of prayer jars. They're magic jars, but we're going to call it a prayer jar. We're going to call it a creativity jar. And so what you're going to do is put things in here that resonate with creativity. You're going to put things in here that has energy that's going to help you work through those blockages. And then you're going to keep that in the space where you create. So if it's in your office, if it's on your desk, however you do it. And every time you get ready to work through those blockages, you're going to use the tea light candle, put it on top of your creativity jar, and it's going to signal that you're working, that your spirit is calling for help to work through this creative space. Now, the things that you want to put in here, you're going to put herbs, you're going to put crystals. You can go to Michael's and stores like that and get little miniature representations. You could put pictures in here. All of the things that, yes, Bob Ross. Let's just call it a little bird. There you go, a little pieces. So I'm not going to actually do this, but I am going to tell you some examples of things that you could put in your creativity jar. So you want to use colors that represent stimulating your creativity. And the colors that I chose were purple and orange, purple, orange, and yellow. Now, first of all, those are very hot colors. They're vibrant. So they're going to stimulate your thought process. They're going to stimulate your energy. So purple, and so we need that power in it. It also helps us to connect to the power of who we are. So that's purple. It has a psychic connection. So purple has a psychic energy. So we want to bring in those. Remember, I'm saying we're connecting to what God has placed in us to be creative. So we're reconnecting that spiritual connection. And purple also represents royalty and success. So, all the things that come with royalty, favor, financial stability, glitz and glam, being in the limelight, all of that comes with purple. So you put something purple in there. You can wrap this vessel in purple. You could put purple rocks in here, purple glass, them little glass beads that you get from the dollar store. You could put those in there. Yellow is another vibrant color, and it represents in this sense communication. And so you're trying to pull forth the communication between you and spirit as to what is this creative block and how can I get through it. You also want to use orange. Orange represents perseverance. It represents confidence. It's a vibrant color. It's also a hot color. It's a combination of red and yellow. So it's going to be that hot communication. It's going to be quick communication. It's going to be fire. So you want your art and your creativity to be fire. So orange is a beautiful color for that. And also, orange, when we go into the herbs, you can incorporate color orange and the herb orange. They both vibrate the same. So you can get orange. They have dried orange peels. You can take your own orange peels and put them on in here. And so to connect for insight, we have lemongrass and we have orange. Those are herbs that you can use. Rosemary. You can also use bay. And so with the bay leaves, you can write down your desire. So like you could put something like work through a creative blockage or destroy this creative blockage, and you're going to take that bay leaf and burn it. Or you could say, bring me my next idea, and then burn it. And that activates your prayer into the universe. So bay leaves are doubly useful. You can also just take that bay leaf and put it inside your jar. You don't have to burn it. You can put it in your jar. For money, especially those of us who make money through our creative process, you put money in your jar. So cinnamon, basil, ginger. I like ginger because it has heat to it. So it can also speed up your money. Thyme and sage are for wisdom and for that deep thought process. So wisdom goes in there. Now you can put crystals in here, and some of the crystals that you want are red or yellow jasper. Those increase the energy of creativity, help you to speed up that thought process. Hey, the official One Up Records, how you doing? So that increases that energy. Remember, when we're working through these creative blockages, we want to increase the energy. We want to shake things up and try to get our thoughts flowing. Tiger's eye is another good crystal to put in there. That represents power and prosperity. And then blue apatite is a crystal that helps you to plan through things. So what you would do is you would like incorporate your colors. Either you're going to wrap your jar in the color, you're going to get rocks in the colors that you choose. You're going to sprinkle the herbs in there. You're going to stick your crystal in there. You're going to just fill this up with good intentions. You could put representation of money in here. You can put little bitty notebooks in here, like something, especially if you're like a writer or, a poet or something like that. You're going to put representations of your tools in here. So if you got a little pen, if you are a dancer and you get a little figurine in a ballerina suit, put it in there. If you got a little ballerina shoe or a little African drum, put it in there. If, depending on whatever your art is or whatever that thing is that you're trying to create, you're going to put representations of that in here. Now, once you get it all filled in, you're going to sit with it. You're going to put your prayers and you're going to tell it what it does. You're going to be like, hey, you are my creativity jar. And whenever I feel lost or I need guidance, it is your job to stimulate my energy, to connect me with my higher self and with God and the higher power, and to let me know what my next steps are. I am going to light a tea light candle on you when I need your help. Amen and ashe. And then, boop, you get some tea light candles. And so you just put that thing on your desk and you put your candles on the top, bink, and you light your candle. And you sit with that. And then you start your process. So, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, please inbox me or DM me. I am Mama Lewa on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Excuse me, I apologize. Oh, it's making me belchy. Sorry. But I ain't going to stop drinking. Mm. Oh, I still got the price tag on the bottom. Sorry. I got the look. Anyway. Thank you, Mama. I'm glad this was helpful. This is real life stuff for what I do during my creative process. Y'all got to remember to incorporate God in your creations because that's who is giving you the ideas. It is nobody but the creator himself who is helping you to bless the world with your art. Do you seal it? Oh, you know what? No, you don't. You can, you can, but you don't have to. I would not seal it because I might want to add something to it or shake it up or do something with it. You don't have to seal it. That's why I use the top that screw on. Boop, bam. Now, some people might take a big candle, what you call it, the tapered candles, and melt that candle on top of it, and the wax is going to seal that in. You can do that if you know that what you want in this jar is set and this is just going to be your jar for forever. Then go ahead and seal it with that wax, and it's going to be your creativity jar. All right. Hey, Ann Hollis, I ain't even see you over there. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, that's it for everybody. I will see y'all on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central for Spiritual Tools Tuesday. Oh, wait, we got a drink. Vodka and Kool-Aid. That is old school. Oh my God, that is old school. I think I drank that when I was like 21. I was 21. I was not 17 or 18. I was 21 when I was drinking vodka and Kool-Aid. Okay, bye, y'all. Peace.